Welcome everyone.
Hey, how you doing?
This is our fourth video, professionally edited by my first mate, Heidi.
I just got demoted from Admiral to First Mate. How'd that happen?
Well, for editing, you're the first mate.
Oh, I see. Okay.
For stuff I have to do all day, you're the Admiral.
This was us leaving Grand Isle and headed up the Mississippi River to, we're still on our way to Pensacola, trying to make it to Pensacola.
And we anchored out on the Mississippi River. This is only the second time we have ever anchored in our lives.
And it went so smoothly.
Yeah.
So smooth.
If anybody ever wants to anchor out on the Mississippi River, please. It is a wonderful place to anchor. The current keeps you facing in the same direction. It's nice and smooth and easy, and as long as none of the big boats run into you, you are good to go.
Until the next morning.
Yes. The next morning things didn't go quite as well, so you guys will figure that out. We met some really, really wonderful people. And after we got our stuff taken care of and during it, we really enjoyed the camaraderie, the help that we got, the people that we met. It was a really good time.
Yeah. Hope you enjoyed the video.
Stay tuned for more. See you guys soon.
I must be a fair weather sailor because I do not want to be leaving in this right now. Man! Big strike of lightning. Nope. So, not leaving today. Guess maybe we'll edit some video.
Tomorrow looks good.
Tomorrow's going to be a better day.
It is the 4th of December. It is 6:42. We're doing about 120 degrees, a little over 6 knots. We've just left Grand Isle. We are coming up on waypoint 8. We have 25 knots of wind right now. That was a gust. It's staying right between 20 and 24. Look at that sun. Big rollies. All right, we have anchored. We're anchored out on the Mississippi. We pulled away this morning from the Mississippi River at what time? 8.
Yes,
8.
pulled up the anchor at 8 o'clock.
That went pretty well, and then it went right into the toilet immediately thereafter. The area we were in was 25 feet, and as we continued down the west bank out of the shipping lane, it got down to 16 feet and then fluctuated a little bit, and then it started getting shallower and shallower, so I slowed down really slow, and then boom, the boat ran aground. So I put it in reverse, we backed up, and then we ran aground again. Then I put it in forward and we ran aground again. And then I put it in reverse and we ran aground again.
You're not just going like this. We're trying to get out of it.
Yeah,
every angle.
Yeah, we're just going every angle that we can to get out, and I'm trying to turn around to get back the way we came, and it was having a hard time doing that. Come to find out, during one of the reverses, I had the rudder probably hard over, and when we ran aground, it jammed the rudder and broke a very large, major piece inside the boat. So we could make a great big circle. That's it. Well, there's a shrimp boat that saw us run aground. He was coming by. So eventually he got close enough to us that we could holler at him. And Bruce is the captain of Storm Surge, and he offered to tow us to Venice. And he towed us for 4 hours all the way to Venice.
But, as he had the big spreaders, could not get us into the Venice Marina area, but could get us to the access point. And so we should call Cito or Boat US, and so we did. Tow us from the access point to the marina, which is less than a mile,
So thank God for Bruce. But
Yeah. Thanks, Bruce.
yeah, thanks so much, Bruce. If anyhow, we're here in Venice. I'd like to put out a word to Cypress Cove. We really appreciate your help. We called them last night, asked them if there was a place that we could tie up just to be out of the Mississippi Riverway, and she said not for free.
Those were the first words out of her mouth.
Not like for free. Well, is there any other place that we could just tie up, just get off of the river? And she told us no. There is no other place for you to tie up other than here, and it's $2.50 a foot. Well, guess what? There is another place, and it's called Venice Beach, and it is just a fishing place where all the little fishing trawlers
And
hang
houseboats.
out. And
There's
houseboats.
a bunch of houseboats out here.
Yeah, a ton of houseboats. So anybody that's coming out up the Mississippi River and you need a place to tie up, lay over,
Be safe.
And they got a
sleep.
nice little bar. They got a little store, and they got a bait shop.
Yeah, if you just need to be safe and get off the riverway, Venice Marina in Louisiana is the place to go.
Yeah, we would have avoided all this if we had known about this place. We wouldn't have had it anchored out. We wouldn't have to stay up all night watching for boats to keep us from hitting them. We wouldn't have run aground. We wouldn't have broke my rudder, and we wouldn't have paid $900. But we also wouldn't have met Bruce.
What y'all can see, but what I got here is, so all these wires run up through here. My pedestal is up on top, and then there's four big bolts here that hold it in. So anyhow, I got to undo these four big bolts. I got to undo the pedestal up there. I got to get all of these wires out and down. I got to get these cables and this stuff off of here. All this off so that I can take this big piece out. So all the pulleys and wires out from downstairs. There's a ton of wires that run up through this pedestal and through that bracket. So now we gotta take this pedestal apart, and the bracket not only does it hold the steering cables and pulleys and stuff like that, but it's also a brace for this thing. So everything that runs our speed sensor or wind sensor, our depth sensor, and the chart plotter, and the lighting for all this stuff all runs up through this. Sailboats demand blood. Maybe it's just all boats demand blood. So.
Well, every time we've had our share of blood given to the boat, it's been a decent project.
Yeah, that's what I heard, was that unless you bleed, and then every place you go, Neptune will demand some small sacrifice. So, would you like to go ahead and find some small sacrifice now and throw it in? Or wait until it bounces off the boat and goes in and we go, shit! I got it out. Oh wow. This was mounted in there like this. The pedestal, the big steering pedal, bolts through this. All the wires come up through all these little holes. The steering cables all come up through these little holes. So what happened is when we went hard right, going backwards, it yanked this side and pulled it down.
Just about the time we got done filling the water jugs, Austin showed back up with our new part. Look at that. Now I've got to get that thing back into the boat. Isn't that a pretty new part?
Stuck on a sailboat. Lord, it's raining cats and dogs. Just in the last few minutes, the water has risen another 4 inches. So the dock is almost underwater. I had to come out and adjust the fenders on the boat. The fenders were above the dock. I'm probably gonna have to do it again. I just talked to the dock guys and they said now that it's quit raining, it's gonna go down. It'll go down pretty fast. But the boat is up so high right now that you got to take a hitch in your step to get up on it. See the loose boards. You see the loose boards floating up on here. It's crazy. You know, when we were here, when we first got here, the water was, I don't know, a foot below this. Keep having to retie the fenders.
Yellowfin tuna.
Man.
I mean, that's a big eye. No, the one they call the big eye.
Holy crap.
Oh, Tommy John. Yeah, I'm people. I told them all.
Like how the population in front until
good. This year was a little off,
Yeah, just bring it when you come down.
but it was just off.
You ain't gotta
it's the VP.
send it or...
No.
You pay more or it brings you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I ain't worried about it.
Y'all doing sushi with this?
I'm sure they're gonna. I would.
There's a diesel oil spill. I know it's a long time.
I like to eat them all. I like cooking.
It's in big nuts.
So you said you were aging them.
I took the otolith, the ear bone. It's how we age it. So it looks like a grain of rice, and we embed it, cross section it, put it under a microscope. They lay down rings like a tree.
After talking with all those guys tuna fishing and what they were doing and how they were doing it, 2 of the guys walked up to me and they were like, "Oh, are you on that sailboat? Here." And he gave me this like freaking 2-pound bag of tuna that just came out, and then this belly of a tuna. So we're gonna take it back, put it on the boat, and we're gonna gorge ourselves on sushi tomorrow. There's probably, I don't know, if we had to eat out, this would be $500 worth of sushi. I love cruising. This is awesome. It is, what's the temperature outside? It is 62 degrees inside the boat. So it's probably about the same outside.
Yeah, with a little breeze.
Yeah. I got to go dive the rudder now. I know that water's going to be cold and it's nasty and you can't see anything. But we're cruising. This is cruising.
Am I recording?